Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Since last time, I sold basically all the junk in the chest here. It'll be easy to see how much I sold given how much empty space there will be. Pretty much all this empty space was stuff I sold. I could sort it out again, but I'm not in a rush. But yeah, ton of stuff sold. Actually, I needed to check something. There's a specific set of armor that is noteworthy. This one. Advantage on Constitution saving throw checks. I totally didn't read that properly. That's really good. But that's something that I probably should equip, but I also bought... Because this guy here is who I sold everything to.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. But
he had a line about goblins and whatever. I sold all this junk to him. And he ran out of gold, so I just purchased stuff from him as well. I bought all of his upper level scrolls, like the blue scrolls. Gaseous Form, Fly, Minor Elemental, Blight. I bought those. I bought Gloves of Missile Snaring. I bought the Chain Shirt +2. And that's about it. I don't think the armor is especially noteworthy. It could be useful, like Ambusher, sure. But none of it's super important. I'm not doing throw build, so I'm not interested in that. This would be worth picking up, frankly. Because just a free use of water is useful. It's worse than that, though. It's like I don't really need it that much, but yeah, that is what I was considering. I sold basically everything. I missed these, apparently. Grease is useful. Hill Giant's useful. The ball is to play fetch with. Yeah, I sold a ton of junk. I could probably sell that. Yeah, that's all done. So, there might be small stuff that I've missed. More parasites, obviously. Pale Elf, Asterians, whatever. These are all just gonna progress however they progress. This I can't do anything with. This I can't do anything with. This I need to go... I think that's what I'm doing first today. Night Song, can't do anything with. Nothing of those can do anything. But before I go to Joaquin's Rest and do this, I will get the locked Trapville down here, which I will go to from the top. It might be quicker to go down and then pick lock in, but and I got access to Find Familiar Scratch, which my understanding is you get that. What triggered that? I'm fine, but what triggered that? You know what? Oh my god. Why would you... Like, they just walked into it. Oh well. I was gonna just feather fall, and I didn't need to, so that's good.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I think this is where I want to go.
Here we go.
To get to the area. Then I go over this way. Right here, this is the trapped area. But before I do that, I was considering armor. I get less AC because my dex is not great. I'm gonna give this to Karlak. I was gonna equip it on my character, but instead I get Constitution saving throw advantage, which is useful. Okay.
If not over, then through. Light on my feet. These boots have seen everything. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah. I'm just gonna disarm stuff as I go. I have -1 from that, but it's not the end of the world.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
One interesting facet, I think, is that I think I'm fine to just do this. Yeah. This is a useful one. I don't know what the key does. I think the key is to the door, actually. This is basically not going to see any use. It is good, though, I think. Basecamp's gonna run around triggering all these so that... Ooh, there's probably a gas trap there. Oh, no, it's not gas, it's poison. That explodes. But given that these aren't trapped, I don't need to worry. Yeah. The soul coin is nice, I think. Okay, why am I not highlighting anything when I press Alt?
Let's have a look.
Shouldn't it highlight the sarcophaguses? Because, like, aren't the sarcophagi, like, relevant interactables? Oh well. Time to open the door,
Better not be cursed.
and then not go through it. Because I don't think it will pull the rest of my team through. Or it will automatically go through after I unlock it. Oh well. I could teleport my team out. Actually, let's just do that. Go here. Switch to this. And go to the Overgrown Ruins. Then regroup.
Get going.
And go to Joaquin's Rest. But I wanted to...
Directly.
So, this is still better on him, so I'm not going to be using this. But it... Yeah, you get True Strike if you miss. Which means that you miss, then you get advantage on your next attack. It's probably the best application of True Strike. Oh, and I have to do this after I clear out this area.
These boots have seen everything.
Okay, so I need to go this way. Right back here. Oh, and this oxen that I want to talk to. A 14 and a 15 portent's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad.
Seems like a
Brighton
bit damage
docks.
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
Look at me. Yeah, like if I fail the DC 5 because of an auto fail on a 1, I would complain.
No. You're not one of them at all. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend.
What happened here? Did you kill the goblin in the stable?
Yes. It was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
Do you know the dead ox?
He was the biggest.
I
Now I'm the biggest.
kind of like it. It's alright, what happened
An
here?
attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
Presumably the shiny one being the Duke. I think the Duke killed many? That's more than I would
This
expect,
is the
honestly.
spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much.
I'm surprised we remembered his name. Anyway, let's interact. Oh, I can't do it preemptively.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
I kind of want to kill him, but
Bugger!
let's just say it.
Oh, hell, dwarves. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
I do kind of want to kill them. Oh, look at that explosion, though. If that triggers this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things of fire wine. If they all go off and deal, you know, better damage. This is the weirdest thing. I don't know why this is here. There might be something there that I missed, but... Anywho. It's right there. If each fire wine is an instance of, like, an explosion, Ventarum, then it's kind of noteworthy. Oh, that's really important. This is very important, that book. Like, it... With context, it's relatively important. And by important, I mean it's just fleshing out characters a little. Here follows a report on the inroads. Upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Kyanthar Valley. Though inroads broadly understates the case, annexations would be more apt. The former black market leaders, the Knights of the Shield, relevant, and outside the city, the Zentarum, relevant, have largely been supplanted by Gortash. And that's all that. Which is kind of interesting. It adds context. Well, it doesn't actually add much context, but it's like... It does add context, but it adds... It's basically flavor. It doesn't tell you anything super vital, but both of the groups mentioned are plot relevant. Sort of. I don't think the Zentarum are really plot relevant, but you're in a Zentarum basement at that exact time, so it is, immediately speaking, plot relevant. But Gortash, the Knights of whatever it was called, are kind of relevant.
What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
He's the guy we saved, I believe.
Hold on, that's the lass who saved us from the Knolls. Let her in.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out.
I kind of want to kill them in a run.
Seems you're a friend of the family.
I think playing like a lawful neutral, lawful good run, who would definitely not, like, abide by... I don't understand this. Like, I've walked over it, it doesn't trigger anything. I don't know how it works. But it playing like a lawful neutral, shoot me. The auto fail on crit, I hate it. It's the worst. Shoot me again. It doesn't matter. End my life. I'm done. 3 auto fail ones in a row. Like,
Step carefully.
with the note of... Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter.
What's that smell?
That's curious.
With the recognition of achievements and such, if there's a mod to remove that auto-fail skill checks on 1, I would absolutely add it. Like, I would absolutely... The only mod I want. The explosives are more volatile than a Dragonborn's Belch, which is not saying much. And they cost more than most of you are worth, so stop messing with them. It took me half the day to attach the mines to the ceiling, and somebody took one down and lobbed it down the elevator shaft. If you're going to waste resources, Zaris would remind you that you are resources, and she's not above throwing you down the shaft. What do you really want to risk? And do you really want to risk attracting the attention of whatever might be at the bottom of that shaft? Oh, actually, don't steal it. I need to talk to... Can I talk to him right now, or do I have to talk to the other guy first?
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness.
No thanks, I just want to
Fancy
trade.
that? So do I.
Yeah, so I need to interact with...
Can't show you the good stuff till Zaris
Yeah.
seems to say so, mind. Friends of the Zen only.
Yeah. I'm also totally interested in wiping them out after I let that guy out. 'Cause, I mean, it's not like the Zentarum are good people. God, this game, man. This game, man. These weird, like, boxes climbing on them and stuff.
If he falls behind, I'll leave them for the fist. I owe you one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own. Even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now. But don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon.
Rubble, what are you planning to do?
Someone kidnapped a duke. Right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us. Herald,
Heavy crossbow. I have no one that can use heavy crossbows, I think. The only character I had that I knew could use them was Lae'zel. I kind of want to kill them all, but
Something I can help you with? Of course. Got some interesting stock.
this is the important thing here is this one's nice. That's the most noteworthy one, in my opinion. Jewelty vest. These are all kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Giant breaker. That's kind of cool. Again, heavy crossbow. This is something that I would pick up. Sadly, I don't know if anyone I have can use it. Just a blade with a special active, Searing Blood. Cut into an enemy, dealing damage. I take extra damage. Interesting. Fire. All these are fairly normal. None of these are especially worth buying. I will pick up Thieves' Tools, though. Will it work? Good. Because in Act 3, every time I pushed that, it just deleted gold. So I just stopped using the barter and just went with trading. Anything? Let's just sell. I bet they buy skulls. Yeah, basic chain shirt. Ring, bones. Anything else that I don't need? There might be stuff that I don't need, but I should be fine. Die remover seems interesting to pick up. But the only other things that are noteworthy would be picking up the Titan string bow. I don't know if I have any characters, if any of the characters that I'm using could even use it though. But hey, this is my only opportunity to pick it up, I think, so might as well.
Pleasure.
Anyway, because this is useless. So start by latest. Oh, I need to give those to her. This, like what I've been seeing comments about that I think makes sense. The additional damage equal to strength mod means, but if you build, so I'm gonna check. If you build your character as a dex character with a longbow, fairly normal, you deal like the dex damage, normal. But then you can have in your weapons, you just get the club of hill giant strength that sets your strength to 19, so it's just a flat +4 bonus. So if you have 20 dex and the hill giant strength equipped, even if it's your melee weapon, that's 9 damage. And it applies weirdly with other stuff, but that's not something that I think should be designed around. I would rather have the sleight of hand equipped.
Never a dull moment.
So let's talk to him.
Gods.
You? Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me.
Why are you selling yourself? I don't need a servant. How much do you cost? Maybe you don't look very expensive. Buy you. Why are you selling yourself?
Selling myself? I am not some lower city coin lad offering you a tumble. I am an artist.
I kind of like
and
his story.
My patron will reward
It's messy.
you for my rescue. Tenfold, whatever ransom you pay, I guarantee it.
I totally forgot about this person. Who is your patron?
As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
Yeah, I think if I end up fighting these guys, he doesn't deserve to be
Something I can help
killed,
you with?
so you're gonna buy your prisoner.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
I mean, I do, but okay, time to quick save, because if I get a 1 and auto fail, actually if I get a 1 I fail anyway, that's fine. Fine.
Alright, so maybe I was fishing. No fooling you. He's all
Fine.
yours. Don't forget to feed him.
Reapproval.
Something proper.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't
Yeah.
tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value.
Well, it's
Well,
not your
you
true
should at
value.
least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
I like the nod. I am the Tav at yours. Yeah, I went with the basic name, kind of lame. Yeah, let's do that. That's
A
fun.
genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
Patriots dallying with their dashing artifice, a tale as old as art itself. This is a fun line.
Quite. It seems we are destined to doomed romances, are we not?
She offered me a future. And so, in a fit of madness, I told her of my past. Of the woman I'd loved before she found me. Love still, in truth. She was less than pleased. I made a timely retreat into the countryside. To paint and clear my head. To choose, I suppose.
And I mean, okay, you get basically the same prompt. It's just the wording is different.
Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad.
I like that line.
Regardless, we have more immediate concerns. Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the
I
discomforts of the
definitely
road some.
don't trust him, but I mean, it's not bad.
Hero to the hilt.
Free approval.
Seek me out in the
Well,
city.
free. 200 gold approval.
Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
Now it's time to mess around in the back. There's a lot of stuff back here. I didn't explore it in my previous playthrough. I'm gonna take some risks, and if I have to kill them all, I have to kill them all. They only have 28 HP despite being level 4. Why are they so weak? Probably because there's a lot of them.
That'll fit in my pack.
It's a rather odd zone. Walking up there to grab that. Green grapes and a baguette. Makes me think of like green grapes and pita. The fact that these don't explode is so nice. Ooh, it would be annoying to disarm each and every one of them. Okay, I'm just doing the upper section here first.
Something over there.
Oh,
Don't want to draw any attention.
still invisible. I mean, why that counts as stealing, I don't understand.
What path
Because
lies
it was
before me?
buried and they don't know it's there. Okay. If I choose to attack them, this is a pretty good position. If I can get to here. But I assume I'm not going to be able to choose to attack, I'm just going to trigger an attack. Because I'm going to be poking around where they don't want me to. There's stuff down below. Okay, I can't get into here without turning them around. Oh, but there's okay, I mean, I can't pick a lock with any character but this character. You can perform and it causes people to look different directions. I'll see if I can just spin the wolf around though. Nope. The wolf just spins around on their own.
Softer than a whisper.
Oop. Freeze it. If you freeze it, it's much easier
Me trouble now.
to lockpick like this. And now I have advantage. Wonderful. Because of the gloves of thievery are very nice. Okay, how How much stuff to steal? I assume they're not going to care too much. Right here. Abyss Beckoners. Demon Spirit Aura. The wearer's summoned creature has resistance to all damage except psychic damage. That seems really good. At the start of the summoned creature's turn... At the start of the summoned creature's turn, they must succeed a wisdom save or be driven mad. Which, situationally, not that bad. If you have your summon in the middle of all the enemies, if they go mad, they just attack the nearest enemy. It's not actually that bad. I mean, I'm totally going to steal everything from here.
Lovely day, this.
And they're going to scoot away.
Where am I needed?
Don't burn yourself.
And then just... This guy's the danger. I'm going to have to hide back here, I think. Unless he walks into here, in which case I'll have to kill him. Just pause, pause, pause. So. Great.
I don't need any attention right now.
I don't know if the oil lamp has any actual value. Okay, this might be bad. Oh, that was spicy. He might not have even seen me, because I might have succeeded in the stealth check, but... Okay, what's the latest? This one. Each chapter of the book. Okay, it's a story. Ochre Omen. I didn't read it, but it's just a story. It's not something important. $55 money. So maybe it's something else useful. Maybe it has value other than sale. There's a gold ring to steal and a book.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Okay, they're patrolling. Okay. Do they have vision?
Maybe I should stay crouched forever. Don't waste a step.
Okay, time to steal this. Lovely.
Way to the nearest library.
Hopefully the wolf does not move. Good. In a bad way, obviously. It's gonna move. Now I just need to steal this. Get out. Close the door on the way out. And I'm good. I stole all that. I might want to try to push the button, but...
Around and around again. Master gets confused, I think.
And then there's this guy.
The dark smells wrong. Not night dark. Wheaten dark.
Weird. I can lockpick that, probably.
If everyone else wants something over there.
I mean, the button I could push, probably. Okay, time should be frozen. Why were they moving? A burrow hole so you can enter it. Why?
Trap. Be cautious.
Ready and willing. Sharp as ever.
Just be stealthy. Steal all their stuff.
Let's think ahead, or I'm lost.
Okay. The advantage is so nice. I can't disarm because disarming is an action. Lockpicking is an action.
At the ready.
It's gonna take another 3 of these turns, but I should be safe.
Let's not get caught off guard. Come on.
I should probably... Why can't I guidance myself? Because it's an action and I'm in turn-based. That's why I can't just action and guidance. Ooh, actually that's really good. So that's why I can't cast guidance on myself at will. Let's disconnect. Reconnect these 3.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Taking my time in the shadows.
I think it's much safer to do it this way. And by safer I mean quicker.
Open up.
Since I think I'm pretty safe anyway, it's fine to do it this way. Instead of cautious. That's a lot of gold
Maybe I need more pockets.
between the two. That was 300 and 326. And I mean, I don't feel... There's no guilt stealing from them because they're smugglers.
Never wanted
Then
the easy
leave.
path.
Close it. And group up again. Nothing to steal here.
Something over there.
Burrow? Yeah, it's a burrow that enters there. And now I have the lower stretch to explore. I'm not going to talk to the dog. They don't seem to have anything useful to say. Except there's... Oh no, this is... Yeah, this way. There's something this way. Down here.
That wall's an illusion. Hiding what, I wonder?
Interesting. Oh, this is the path down to the Underdark. God, this camera is so scuffed. Because I'm not going through here. It's going up above. You know, I don't really have a reason to go down this, but... I will for the sake of just going down. Well, if I unlock it here, I think I can go up it later. Ooh. It's really weird that this cutscenes, but I think it's just the same as climbing down the ladder to the Underdark in the other area. Yes, this is the Zentarum hideout in the Underdark. There's some stuff to loot, and it's near roaming minotaurs, I believe. Like out here. There's a bunch of minotaurs here, I think. I'll probably try to loot all this stuff here while I'm here. Ooh. Yeah, there's a bunch of loot. I don't think most of this is not even worth checking. Basically, if it doesn't highlight, I say, and then there's actually good stuff in some of them. Like, if it doesn't highlight, I'm not going to check it most of the time, but the moment I find something, I'm like, oh, I have to keep going.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Surprised Gale was the one that picked that up. Maybe he was the only one close enough. I don't remember this having anything especially good. But it's not bad, yeah. Those are useful. Just not the most useful. I just remembered.
Yes?
Gale needs... Oh, yeah, sometimes there are earthquakes.
Gods, what's happening?
Nothing great down here. Glowing gem. I could attack it. I don't know if I want to.
Bet I can crack that open.
There's a lot of this where you just sort of... As long as you have a dedicated...
These fungal spores are everywhere.
As long as you have a dedicated character for sleight of hand, you never really have to worry once you have enough bonuses. Oh, I don't want to trigger this early.
voice. Do you hear it too?
They're coming.
Hopefully this isn't a time-gated thing. It shouldn't be. Pray for fortitude against the mental. Yeah, sure. Mental trespass.
A mic in it.
I like Gale knowing what it
It's
is.
warning us.
That's actually interesting.
Coming. You're coming.
I kind of hope I can ignore it without consequence for now. Just in case. Myco needs say hi. That's not how you spell. Actually, but say hi would actually kind of fit with the whole spores and stuff element.
There's nothing.
I can't imagine they will worry too much. Like there being a super tight time limit on that. Even if there isn't, I'm just going to clear the Zentarum thing and go down anyway, so... I'm not going to go down here, though. I'm going to go down the other route, because I kind of prefer it aesthetically. And there's a big fight. Actually, no! Let's go down this way. I instantly changed my mind, because I'm bad at making decisions, but... I think it would be more interesting to go down from a way that I haven't gone down before. And avoiding the relatively dangerous fight that is at the start if you go down the temple way. Because the temple route is relatively dangerous. I'm just gonna path here. Hopefully I don't die on the way.
I miss watching your art.
Okay.
When we get back to the
Keep
gate,
moving.
I'll take you to a museum.
They got paintings in those.
A few, yeah.
Where? Oh, because I got stuck. Where am I? God, this game, man. This game, man. Some of these areas really shouldn't be the way they are. Please don't get stuck, Gale. Thank you. It's such a funny game. It's just an issue of them letting us climb on boxes that leads to it. Because then they autopath, they climb on a box that's... I guess they built it with a box. Why am I walking out? It's just this. Like, they built it using just the generic boxes that you can climb on. But they didn't adjust it to account for that. So, I'm going up above to look at the map. Basically, actually, no, fast way would go here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything before I go back. Through the Underdark. Free the artist at Baldur's Gate. Embrace your potential. Absorb more. I might have missed one. I don't think I have that I know of so far, but if I have, oh well. Night Song, Masterwork Weapon, that's in the base, that's in the underground. That's later. All of this other stuff is later, I think. And I'm not too worried about this. Like, I'll explore this when I go through that path, but I'm not going to go through that path until after I leave. Like, I won't go through that path until I'm done with the Underdark. So all that's left is cleaning up here, wiping out the goblins, and then going to the Underdark, which is still, I think, technically part of Chapter 1, because you can freely go back and forth. Which, I mean, you can freely go back and forth between what is Chapter 2 without too much of an issue, but... like, plot-wise, you can't go back and forth between Chapter 2 and this chapter. I kind of want to fireball or like lightning bolt them, but that'd be so overkill. Just go up here. I think this fight's a non-issue. It's just a couple drunk goblins. No. Literally only one of them hit and it killed him in one shot. And it was a cantrip, like that's all I need. I don't need a bonus action. How long does Bless last? If Bless lasts for until long rest, I should probably pick it up. I should probably just cast it, I mean. Bless lasts 10 turns. Yeah, it's not necessary to just cast it here. These guys are giving me 20 experience. That's pretty good. Oh, look at this jump. Look at that jump. The legs.
Say bye-bye.
Anyway, that's done.
Have a lot on my mind.
Pretty easy.
Well, in it.
Oops. Yes, this is also another path to the mountain pass. Maybe I wanted... Because going to the mountain pass does do some stuff. But, minimal spoilers, if Gale asks for another magical item, I'm going to the mountain pass right away. Because there's something that deals with it there. Spoilers. Not that it's that important of a spoiler. I'm not explaining anything about it. Like, there's something that fixes it. But I think my current impression is that the entire magic item eating is fully scripted, so you don't actually need to worry about it. I'm actually going to waste a level 2 spell. I'm going to have them all... Oh, actually, I might use it level... No, I'll definitely use it level 2. I'm going to waste a level 2 spell at the entrance of the goblin camp just to, like...
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Just to make it the most trivial goblin fight ever. Like Hunger of Hadar, Cloud of Daggers. Just to fully trivialize it. Anyway.
This place is trapped.
Taking a bunch of unnecessary damage. Don't. Everyone move back. And Gale. Fireball.
Can't give up now.
I don't know why this place is mined. Because it's not... Like, I think it's... Is it...
Don't waste a step.
I assume the context for it being mined is so that we can't go around them. Like, the goblins are somehow able to source last mine so that they can't be attacked. Or it's the other way, so the goblins can't exit from this direction.
Trap.
You stupid... Don't walk on it. You... dim bulb.
Watch how you go.
Don't walk
There's
on
a
that.
trap.
Okay, and this is where I could jump down. That must be what it's for. Like, the context is, oh, the goblins have a bunch of stuff here so that we can't sneak behind them. Like, the goblins don't want us sneaking behind them? I have no idea. I'm never gonna conjure Scratch. I know he can find stuff, but even if he doesn't actually die, I don't want him to die. Time to waste potions. It's not worth doing this, but it's better to just do a short rest, but I don't feel like resting if I don't have to, so I'm gonna stall, basically. I'm just gonna use those so I don't need to... They should aggro. Wonderful. He will Hunger of Hadar right there. And then jump there and stand here. Basically block them in so they can't get past easily. Though he's not the one that should be in the front, because the moment his concentration drops, this drops. So it's actually bad to have him in the front. 59 HP. So weak. Oh, my previous one, he didn't get to me for so long because he got body blocked by a bunch of goblins. They just body blocked me. He had to go all the way around. I wonder if it'll happen again. Because, yeah. That guy hasn't shown up yet. The owlbear cub. I haven't gone for that many long rests. So he might show up eventually. This happened a ton as well. It just freezes for like 30 seconds for no reason. So I'm gonna go forward. Yeah, I'll go here.
Another step forward.
Cloud of daggers. I cannot see the AoE. I could put it right there, but I'm probably gonna put it back a bit. Do I even want to? Is it even necessary? It's not necessary to use, so I'm not going to. I might use it later, but for now, there's no actual use for it. Ooh, look at all the dashing. Yeah, dashing goblins. I think conceptually this is not set up the best in general. Like, it's not magical darkness in the same way the darkness spell is. So I definitely wouldn't complain about being able to see through it. Because, like, it's, oh, if you're in the AoE, then that's when you are blinded. That's fine. Like, the way vision is handled in this game is, I think, kind of messy. Wherein, even if you're blind, you can still... Well, blind decreases range, but even if you're blind, they can still clearly see where everything is. And that's kind of messy. Like, because they can see stuff, they can attack when they really shouldn't be able to. He's not going to be in melee range anymore. Blast them, blast them. That guy probably shouldn't have been blasted, but it probably would have been better not to blast him, is what I mean.
I don't fancy their jousts.
He really doesn't have that many spells prepared, huh? That's... okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9 are counterspell and shield are both reactions. So that's why he only has this many spells on his list. Which feels kind of weird. Because even with... so once he's 20 int, he'll have 5 prepared. Plus 1 half level? No, level plus score. So he'll eventually have 17 spells prepared. Which is not a ton.
I wonder if this is worth
when I'm already dealing with 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 spells at level 5 with a different character. But that's multi-classing being weird, but...
I speak, they burn.
I really don't have him prepared, set up to actually do much, huh? It's a level 2 spell. Is it worth it? Not really. Well, what I should do is this. That's not bad. He moves forwards, but not too much. And then he's going to go the other way. Oh, no, he actually did have space to get through this time. He's going to end in the Hadar, though. And then I'm going to kill him in, like, 2 turns. Maybe 1 turn. Level 2. I assume they don't have Repelling Blast. It's also not going to hit. But... it's just not useful because this checks, not saving throws. If it's applied to saving throws, it would be dangerous. And then it just sits for forever. Okay, now I will use Dagger Cloud. Except I can't aim it properly. Right there. Yet somehow it doesn't hit him despite the circles, whatever. He's going to take damage on his turn. Yeah, he takes that on his turn. So you get 2 hits of that. It's pretty useful. I never use it. is interesting enough, though. They're gonna run through the daggers. No, they aren't. Good. You know, Karlach could go into a frenzy and go aggressive. I'm gonna need to change this setup. Okay, unlock this. Frenzy, that. Special melee throw. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, these guys at the back are the most dangerous. He won't die without taking damage. The other ones are out of range, so they won't die anyway, but... Sacred Flame. Imagine using that on a Sacred Flame. I mean, the concentration save is actually worth it, but... For the concentration save, I can use the Portent on that. If I portent the concentration save, if they let me do that, which they should, if it's at all normal D&D, he's gonna get blasted backwards. Oh, he's dead. That's easy.
A rough tempest I will raise.
I'm after these backliners. Ooh. It's not necessary, but it would be oh so satisfying. But it's not necessary. I really do need to kill these warlocks. And honestly, I think Will's concentration being broken at this point would probably be beneficial. I'm also going to just jump Karlach straight across and just go aggressive. This is really frustrating when it does that. Anyway, this is doing nothing where it is. It blocks them walking in, but these are all ranged. They will all shoot from outside. I could force tunnel. Wait, so force tunnel is just like a teleport. In effect, like... That's cool. Oh, force tunnel, obviously. Though it is not actually a teleport, but... I could just go hyper aggressive. Like I could just force tunnel right into the middle of them. Or I could just scoot slightly forwards and mock them.
Cutting to the chase.
Yeah, Karlach's just gonna jump and kill them on her turn, basically. Oh, yeah, I set it to auto-trigger. It doesn't actually do much of value, but... Let's enable this. Jump right there. Jump right there. How do I not have the resources? So it doubles the cost of the jump? Well, oh well. Waste of time. No, he's gonna keep walking. As far as it can be, can't. Don't react. Okay, can I cancel it? I can. Wonderful. I didn't think... Oh, wait, no. You can use it for those sorts of things.
2 steps at a time.
It's useless for ones that have a set duration that are not concentration based. Because there's plenty of spells that last like 10 turns and are incredibly annoying if they linger, but they're not concentration, so you can't just clear them. But what have his rolls been? Like, he's been rolling a +4. He missed a ton. And it's going to take a long time on this warlock's turn before my turn. Which is annoying. Dispel that. I'm really glad that you can cancel concentration. I need to get this warlock before he teleports up. I've seen them teleport straight up here, and it's slightly annoying. So I want to kill them before they do. Might as well. It's probably not actually worth it, because a single hit of damage is not that bad. I also want to turn that off. 'Cause I'm not going to need it. I should have gone for that guy. I'd rather take the damage than waste a level 3 spell slot or a portent. Okay, it is activated. It does reset on long rest.
The last board is set.
Good job.
The only way out is
Though
through.
bless breaking is not totally useless. I mean, this guy's actually lower priority to kill than this guy that's just been standing there. Huh. He hasn't been doing anything until now. Or was he throwing stuff this entire time? He's just dead weight. I think he was just standing there doing nothing. Reckless. I'm actually going to actively toggle that every time I want to use it from now on. I'm not going to counterspell that. That's not worth it. It is useful, but it's not worth it. Better chances of lethal. 2 rolls, 2 really bad rolls. Don't get a bad roll. I mean, they're just bullying the guy. They're probably the more important target, but... Ooh, a most moist cuck. Don't know why they described them as a moist cuck. This is gonna be a lot more stuff to sell. Oh, trader. Hide armor, medium armor, not the best. Revivifies are nice. I find it weird that if you kill a trader, you can't actually. Ooh, that's a lot of money. She's the one that was running the gambling-ish stuff with the chicken, the stuffed bear. But like the fact that I mean, I understand the balance reasons of if you kill a trader, you can't get their stock, but it doesn't really make that much sense that you can't get a trader's stock. Which this might be the trader's stock there. I don't think it is, but. Oh, this is the... A son of Selune fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave in her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May darkness never conquer the moon maiden's door. I've already opened that up. I already solved that part of the puzzle.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Flute. I don't know how that is handled. I didn't loot this place at all. Went and corrected my I once met a wizard in Tamar who went and corrected my grammar. He said I can't cast no spell till I enunciate well, so I beat him to death with a hammer. Hammer, grammar, tammer. I once met a wizard in Tamar who went and corrected my grammar. He said I can't cast no spell till I enunciate well, so I beat him to death with a hammer. What do we got here, boys? Ha! Book. What we got here, boys? Ha! Book of poems, he says. Privy roll more like. You know how poems make you feel stuff? Well, this one I was dreaming about this ogre, right? And he was huge. Ran straight at me and I gave him the best kick to the nadgers. I have no idea. That probably had like a specific recognized poetry format. I'm not a poet. Okay, what's worth stealing? Missive to Candlekeep. Mortal View. Missive of Candlekeep. Ooh, Thieves' Tools. Purged Palette. It's food discussion. The Eglax do... Those non-dwarven who can't translate that, don't bother. No point frightening yourselves. Just don't... Just make sure that once you've burned the alcohol away, do not add the dried venom. Substitute it with some other sour, whatever agrees with your milky constitution. As to how I discovered this one, so basically, so a drow thief spiked it with dried venom, but it's a dwarf, so they are
Might be useful.
resistant to poison. I mean, this metal shield's probably bad. Bad in that it's no better than any other shield because it's just a +2 shield. I should actually send it to Caravan though. Send to camp. Missive. Dagger's not even worth grabbing. That's worth stealing. All this I could sell, but I'm not gonna go through the effort. Bunch of food to steal. Apparently that there is where you can poison a bunch of people. A bunch of goblins. It doesn't actually kill that many of them though, is from what I've seen. So it's not like, it's not that important to do it. I'm gonna probably end up selling all this stuff again, because I have so much stuff to sell. This goes to her. I bought this just because I wouldn't have another chance to. Same with basically all this stuff is just hoarding. That's all the only reason I have most of this. Get all these books out of my inventory. I'm not gonna use those, so there's more goblins in this area. I'm gonna go up before I'm gonna engage them from above, so it's less annoying. Pork belly, pork belly. Oh, the dwarf legs aren't here anymore, huh? What a waste. Oh, it is still there. It just doesn't highlight because you probably can't eat it. So there's no point in stealing it because you can't eat it. Better be food. Nice. One ladder only goes up to there. Not far enough. Okay. Let's check in here. I don't know if there's anything in here. Oh, I'm over encumbered again. That was a lot of weight. Okay. Will it let me do this? Yeah, it's better than what it was. It's not great, but more food, more other stuff. There. Not actually, it's not even worth making the camera cooperate with you for that. Oh, these are worth stealing. Because paintings sell for slightly more. I don't think there's anything in here worth grabbing. Grass house. I kind of wish there was a way to, like, admire the paintings, but... Oh yeah.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
I was gonna teach more spells to him because I have a bunch of money to spare. Spare isn't really quite right, but gaseous form has probably situations grant flight. Gust of wind has exactly one use that I've seen. Hold person I should probably learn. Ice knife is cheap, and its ice damage is not useless. Acid arrow, enfeeble, scorching ray, hideous laughter, blur, blink, expeditious. Its concentration is the biggest issue. 1150 gold to learn all those. But look at the spell options. Things that I would change. I'm keeping that. I'm probably getting rid of sleep soon. Keeping that. Keeping shield. See invis. I'm gonna get rid of web, maybe? What would I replace web with? I don't know. I kind of want blink for emergencies. Gaseous form's interesting. Fly's interesting. I think for emergency purpose, blink is good to have. Good to have. It's potentially useful, basically. And gust of wind I want, not for the use, but just because I'm going to want it in the Underdark. There's exactly one room at basically the end of the Underdark that has a use for. Or that I found it to have a use for. Not even much of a use. You don't actually get anything for it. But it's useful for clearing away, like, poisonous fog and the like. So, anyway, that's food that I could use, but I don't really care. Like, I want to prepare it because it's funny to prepare, I think. Because, like, if I find a use for it, it would be great. And just having it prepared for when I need it is funny to me. She's low HP, I should probably heal her somehow, but... the fact that that's healing is funny. There is a fight right up here. Or multiple fights, I'm gonna kill them all. I wonder if the guy that I spared is here. I don't think he is. I think the guy I spared is left behind at...
Looks like the booze got the better of them.
I don't think he shows up again until the midnight... the tower. There's two guys there. There's a couple guys here. He's the most dangerous. He's not dangerous, but he's the most dangerous.
Come on, let's go.
They don't react to that. I don't even have to be stealthy here. It's kind of weird, but... I just think it's funnier to do this. Just move this here. It's not going to do much damage, I think, but it's going to be the funniest intro to this that I could get. Is that fire? No, it's just a generic wooden barrel. So let's pause this. Begin it with this. They woke up. Unsurprising, but... yeah, I got two actions. Lovely. Drunk does... no, like, slightly drunk gives bonus strength with some detriment. This is just detriment. There's no bonus. That's good. They got blown up instantly. Stimk. They should die on their turn. Except maybe because I used that, he's not gonna die. He rolled a 19. They deserve to not be affected. I think she's just gonna smash these guys. Dead. If I'd used this and when I jumped, I would have killed them both potentially.
The blade will not bend.
Super blasted. Lightning charge is a mess. He threw a potion. Grease. Not that threatening. These rolls are terrible.
Death is but a word away.
Oh yeah, it doesn't cleanse this stuff because it's not a concentration spell. Whatever. And dash.
No surrender.
She resists fire, so it's fine. Not that I had any reason to walk there if I just blast him appropriately, but... yeah, if I just blast him, it's done. 14-1-4. He looks like he's dead. He looks dead. Anyway, I'm just gonna wait till he gets here. Come on. Ooh, lots of weapons.
What's hiding here?
Nope, don't do that. Don't do that.
I need to rest.
Jump. Jump.
What's that?
Steal this, go around here, and get the jump on them from there is my plan currently. I might as well send it all to camp. That food's gonna be sent to camp eventually anyway. This is where you can kind of sneak in here. There are some like paths you can take. you can jump down from up here, which you can only really do if you have feather. You have to use Featherfall, I think. I didn't get this. Oh, because I didn't go up here in the first place. Yeah, there's traps here. You know what? Let's save some time.
One with the weave.
Is that blood?
Only have one go down and then get them back up. What I should have done
Cautious.
was had Karlak jump down, pick up the chest, and then probably be able to jump back up. I mean, it's a slightly better shield defensively.
There's a trap.
I'm pretty sure these only trigger if you actually step on them. So they're fairly safe to just jump over.
Step forward.
They're not proximity based.
Not too
Yes,
bad.
my previous route here, climbed up, snuck there, climbed up, and went all the way up here. Nice and safely. I think there's one over there that I actually want to kill the most. So I will go down here, murder that guy to engage, and then kill the rest. Okay, they would be... Okay. They're gonna notice me somehow. I don't know what possibly could have seen me, but... Do I have a way down there? Other than jumping? Not really.
Heading out. Well, well.
Might as well just shoot them. Oh, this camera, man. That's not all I was aiming at. It's exactly what I was aiming at, but I wasn't paying enough attention because I was pointing at that. That is such a mediocre ability. Only making it worse for yourself somehow. So do they have a path up here? Like, does this ladder have a second ladder? Didn't think it did. That guy's gonna be a pain to kill. I hate this. Okay, it has to have something to do with my character. Why it's taking so long to transition. Like, there must be some sort of weird bug. I blame it on a bug instantly. It could be any number of reasons. This is the guy I don't want to allow. Why do I not have a bonus action? Because it engaged and he hopped down to there. God. You know, you're just going to sit here, do nothing. 50% chance. 75. It can't kill, but... What? A dungle? Oh, that's what it said to them. They ran away? And just were able to just disappear? They must have, like, cast...
Unleash me.
Somehow turned invisible, right? Like, that makes no sense. Like, why could they just poof, gone? Nothing there makes any sense. What happened? They dropped this. They got hit. They dropped that. Then they just disappeared. How? No, this delay is not because it's going to my character. Good. Like, what? The same thing happened in my previous playthrough. They just sort of disappeared. And I'm like, okay, maybe I killed them. But, like... It's certainly messy. Is this a climb, maybe?
Soldier.
What are they gonna do? They're just... Oh, what? So goblins can climb through those? That's weird. It's so useless against low-level enemies because they can't attack multiple times. Anyway, they're gonna make their way up to me.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Who can I see? 1, 2. Okay, I can shoot them.
Never a dull moment.
Probably from here.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Well, shoot. I will mock them. I can't even kill them with that. Might as well just use this, because there's a 50% chance it hits, but it can actually kill. What a weird everything. Like oh, I had the wrong thing equipped. What was the roll on that? DC 0? That can't be right. There's no way that should be a DC 0.
On the victor's path.
Like, how would that be a DC 0?
A tale for the ages.
All's well that
Like,
ends.
what logic is there for that to be a DC 0? Like, is it because well, it can't be because I had a ranged weapon out.
Don't mind if
Because I've pushed enemies that had ranged weapons out, and they didn't have. It wasn't a DC 0. Free move speed, kind of neat. It's gonna path all the way around. You know what's faster? Just do that. I'm going to use 1 rest.
That'll have to do.
And then she's gonna drink some potions. Which is not efficient at all. It's a waste of potions, because there's no reason to not rest. But I opt to play it this way. Where there's actually, like, detriments to resting constantly. Even if there aren't. And since I'm not playing on Tactician, I won't be punished. It might not even be punished on Tactician. It might be easy enough that you don't have to worry about that even on Tactician mode. Gotta love teleporting 5 feet. Except now there's a potion there.
Making me sweat.
No one stopped me
Grab the
yet.
potion? What was that? That was janky looking.
Charmer.
Okay, now everyone's here.
Go.
I probably missed some stuff, but I'm not going to worry too much about searching more of this zone. I'm just going to grab this, and then I'm done with the goblins.
Still breathing, despite everything, with a flick of the wrist.
And once I'm done with the goblins, into the Underdark. So yeah, goblins here done. Here done. 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 There might be specific interactions with people up here. Like, there might be a quest that I didn't even pick up, but more to leave for the future. So I'm going to go with the route through the Zentarum hideout, probably. I mean, I know where all the routes are that I know of. Like, there's most of the routes. There's one you can drop down and stuff like that, but for now, my plan is pretty much going to be
At least things have
take
stayed
this route
interesting.
because it's slightly different, and then with that, just go through the Underdark. The first part of the Underdark is, I think, much better than the second part. The second part's not bad, but the first part is more... It's more exploration of, like, a new place, and not just exploring, like, yet another dungeony type layout. It's not dungeony, but it's... What the... I mean, the illusion's gone, but the wall's back for some reason. They need to fix the permanence of that type of stuff.
Simple enough.
But down I go. I'm probably gonna have to fight a couple of Minotaurs. And it's gonna be slightly more difficult than the last time I fought them because I killed them one by one. Whereas going this way, I might have to fight them together. But even then, it's not gonna be that dangerous because they're fairly easy if you just blast them from range. Because they only have 84 HP. Okay. Oh, and right here is, I think, where you drop, if you drop from the spider zone, I think. Because that's where I launched one of the phase spiders once. And that's where they ended up. Go back up, 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 go back up. Separate. Go down. I wonder if I could bait them into walking over the blast mines. Okay.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Don't walk onto it, please. As long as I can clear this before I fight, it'll be okay. It still took an action, which is annoying, but reasonable. That pulled everyone in. 23 damage. Yeah, it's gonna be way more rough. Reckless Roar reduces their... Yeah. So he has advantage, I have advantage. So Karlach will rage. Did he Frenzied Roar? No, he didn't. So I reckless attack. I'm also gonna bait this. He's gonna back up. Except he can't move. He's gonna be safe up here. And I could use that for somebody, but I think it would be more useful to reduce their movement. And they're gonna jump and it's gonna be an issue, but he's also gonna go up, hoping that they won't jump up here and ruin me. I don't know if I can launch them. I can a little, that's useful. He didn't go back far, but he went back a tiny bit. I probably should have hexed him, but now I need to get out of here. Bless is full action, yes. I hope he shouldn't be able to jump up here that easily. Bless. 1, 2, 3. And that's that. Dashed. Countered. Did he dash? Oh god. I didn't know that. That's a walkable path for some reason. Okay, so she can go up. Run a little past it to trigger the attack of opportunity. Which again is kind of abusing it. Abusing the system, but I can attack, frenzied attack, frenzied strike, which now all attack rolls have a -1. Oh no, it doesn't stack. I mean, it might stack if you use it every turn, but if you use it, wait a turn, use it, wait a turn, it's fine. Maybe not. Adds a penalty to attack rolls every time. The phrasing here, well, the fact that this says 1 turn remains seems that if I don't use it for a turn, it would go away. Which is, there's no way that's how it works. That's too good. So I should be fine from him. He shouldn't be able to reach me safely. And... well, that damage is obscene. Like, that's not how much damage that should deal. Like, that's an additional 8 damage that it should not have dealt. The lightning charge still hits hard, but the extra 8 there should not have been dealt. In any, I think, reasonable balancing state. He's gonna dash and then jump all the way straight up. Oh good, I'm glad he can't jump straight up. Let's just disadvantage him. You're going to... okay, no. You're gonna move.
Destroyer.
You're gonna move.
Fuck yes.
You're gonna go down. Yeah, Frenzied Strain, it says 1 turn remains, but it does not work that way, which is good. Like, it shouldn't work that way. It shouldn't clear off after 1 turn. It would be way too good, and it wouldn't serve its intended role. Resistance to slashing, vulnerability to bludgeoning. It's so funny. I mean, I think that's probably one of the best to feed to Gale. Sadly, I don't think Gale's going to need to be fed again. Earthquake.
What's inside?
Gale got beat up pretty bad that time. Should I heal him? Yes. Am I going to? No. The crystal over here to grab. Please move. I just said I wasn't going to heal Gale. I still think I should probably heal Gale. I wish I could get a like heal spell on Will as like a villain.
Must have fallen.
Yes, I'm 95% sure this is the drop point for the spider cave if you drop down. Because I had a...
Let's see what this does.
What? Oh, cool. Because I had a corpse of a phase spider here. Okay.
Masks, known to cause confusion. Best not
These?
get too close.
Or those? Those. Yeah, those. I could go down this... I should go down this way. Because it's a dead end. No, it's not.
That might be worth a look.
God love when the last person notices something. This digging stuff is kind of messy. Because I should be animated digging it, but just a bunch of... Ooh, that's to him. I don't think he can learn that. I think that's a higher level than he can learn. Yeah, level 4. Is it super useful? I don't think it is. It might be. But is it still worth learning? Yes.
Like that'll fit in my pack.
What's that?
Oh god.
A bullet. Best brace for a vicious battle.
It didn't trigger the pause though, which to me implies
Quite ready for you.
that I don't need to brace for a vicious battle. Because there is no vicious battle to be had. You can kill it. It's not that hard to kill.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
At like level 5, level 6. It's dangerous. You take a ton of damage, but you can avoid it. Oh, this area. Yeah, this goes right to the, right here. Which is where the Myconid village is. I'm going to avoid that for a second. I kind of hope the bullet shows up again so I can try to kill it and get it out of my way. Because there are very bad places to run into a bullet. Where's the sword? It's over here? Yes. Ooh. Oh, this guy. This guy runs into there and suicides into the explosion, I think. You can see it from the other perspective if that's where you choose to enter from. But just runs here and then gets blasted to death. Which I think the intent here is to make it clear that you don't want to walk here. You die. I do have loot to grab from the inside there, but I'm going to leave that for later. Because yeah, I'll leave that for later when I want to go... There's an encounter here. When I want to do that encounter, I will grab it at the same time.
More for me.
But I'm not going to mess with that for now. How many people can actually see? I don't have dark vision. He does not. He does not. She does. I have one character with dark vision and that's it. But I will get a ring that provides dark vision fairly easily. Like, I can just buy it. I'm going to put it on either my character or Will. My character because it's the main character, who it's just simpler. But Will because he probably makes better use of it than I do. I can't remember what the checks are. I know one of them is strength-based.
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Religion and strength. With this, I could Bardic Inspiration. I could do this and Bardic. Super overkill. And by overkill, I mean it's probably better to just expect to have to use Inspiration. Even with 6 to 14, I did terribly on that first roll.
It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
It's a cool weapon. With the long sword, which is kind of limited. Oh, actually, I can use long swords, but it's not light.
Have a lot on my mind.
Whereas I would need light, I think, if I wanted to do this. Actually, let's just check. This is worthless. I could do that. It would provide me melody, which can either be all allies within 6 meters of range have bonus on attack rolls and charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saves. Pretty useful. Or all allies within 6 meters of range have 1d4 penalty to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. All enemies have that. Affected creatures receive an additional 1 to 4 thunder damage. Now, that would be something good on a front line. You use this, they take more damage. You use this, and your allies hit better. I don't think it's bad on this character. I think it kind of fits.
Right. What now?
I'm going to replace it with the Club of Giant Strength later, because that's funny. God, too many items. Too many actions. I never use that bar. I always just go directly into my inventory. There's way too many actions. I probably should at some point make a custom setup with all the stuff that I need. What is it? Oh, is that? Yeah. No, it's that. Okay. But it works fine.
There's room for more.
My character's not meant as a melee fighter. But honestly, just because of the design of the weapon, which is musical. Oh god. But it didn't trigger this automatically. Every other time I ran into that, it automatically triggered, and then it would attack. But now it's just rolling under and just being a nuisance. I'm gonna jump straight down. I'm not gonna try to deal with the explosive stuff. Oh yeah, the tin mask spores. Just get out of the spores. That was... Will went crazy. Okay, let's go here. Shoot this. Shoot that. Anything else I need to shoot? Not that I can see. Okay. Gale.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Elminster's not around. That's pretty funny. And they'll talk.
Swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices. The harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
What? That's weird. No other interesting ones? Mumble an ancient Gith axiom in rhythm with the Sovereign. I don't get... I'm gonna save, because if that is negative, then whatever. If it's not negative, I kind of want to see what it does.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
I sense your fear. I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent.
The facial expressions
Then
don't make
the
sense.
Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me.
This is annoying.
Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
But just finding how to get to the Sovereign's kind of a pain. Because it's descend to me, but they're at like the highest point in the village.
Find a way forward.
Which is just odd. Oh god, they're all gonna explode themselves, aren't they? I'm gonna go through that again. Very quickly. I'll be back once I'm done with the interaction. Okay. I redid it. In the process, I had to redo the Thaler Aloof. I failed the first time again.
The path less traveled.
Oh god. Oh, so lucky.
A combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
Okay, I'm fine. This area is a pain. I might blast it all later. But I just separated them and did it differently.
Best be on my way.
I can talk to people, but I don't think I need to. You know, this is where the main Sovereign is. That's the guy you need to talk to. This guy sells stuff.
Have a word.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
Pretty appropriate. I've never heard of the Society of Brilliance.
Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a Githyanki here. What has brought you down so deep?
See, I want this because there's apparently more involved interactions that stem from this. I wouldn't ever in character be like, yeah, I'm infected by a mind flayer tadpole. But like, I'm curious.
Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illicit tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis? That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
I'm doing this. Depending on how this behaves.
Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
It's an interesting context. It would be even more interesting if I just couldn't agree to it.
Pierces yours. The tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
The tentacle sticking forward is weird feeling. What happens if the stasis goes away?
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omelium.
Well, yes, but that
I kind of like
wasn't
this
my
character,
point.
kind of fun. Thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Doesn't bypass? Isn't it why it hasn't killed me yet?
I do not intend to shatter its protection. I need only bypass the interference that prevents me from communicating with the larva.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh tongue of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Lovely. Where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course,
Whoa.
although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous.
The Timask is very common.
I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms? Where does Lenore live?
The southwest when I last saw her, although her tower does have a tendency to move.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Alright, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
But I can trade with him.
Welcome back. Have you made
Do you have anything
it?
interesting
I
to
do
trade?
enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
That could be not terrible, except for it wouldn't stack in a useful way. I want that. Unimpeded by difficult terrains, probably situational. That's probably not useless, Scorching Ray. Baneful short sword. Packed weapon. That might be useful to equip on him. Stone skin. Hypnotic pattern. I don't think I have Stinking Cloud. That's not bad. Heat is a crazy setup. This is useful. It's a lot of money though. I already have all those. I'll pick up those. I have some stuff to sell. I don't know if there's any reason to barter instead of just trade. And that's it.
Very well.
Mushrooms to catalog. So, equipping this wouldn't be bad. And then I could give Falar Aluv to Frontline. Did I buy? No, I didn't because I was going to check it.
Welcome back. I do enjoy
him.
If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Compared to... Oh, but the Spell Sparkler is so good. I can keep it and just use it as necessary. So this is 5...
Very... a visitor. I do
Anything interesting to trade. Okay. Comparison. 5 to 10. But it would actually be... Okay, so base it would be the same. 5 to 10 for both. Because if I pact bound it, it would be +4. It's 1d6 plus 4. They should both be equal. But then... when bound, the favored weapon would make it 1d6 plus 5 and a 5% better chance to hit. And I could bane them. But he's not proficient, so it doesn't matter. He can't even use... Oh.
Very well.
I think you can... Anything that you pact bind, you can make your... What did I do? What did I do?
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from other minds is difficult to emulate.
Did I just cutscene? Just quick save and reload. See if I... Maybe I pressed something, but it looks like I'm in a cutscene, but I'm not. Because I shouldn't be in a cutscene. Okay. Functional. That shouldn't be something I can interact with. Ooh, that was about to blow up. Bibber bangs are very dangerous. Up I go. This is where the Sovereign is. Right there.
Planting spores.
I do need to talk to them, but...
Indeed. These creatures are mightier than they look.
Let's just talk to them first.
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
I wonder if Spore Warden has a special interaction with these guys.
Dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lake Mirkwood.
The Sovereign Song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Duergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
I suppose such wicked killers deserve wicked ends.
The appearance. That has to be like a DC 30, right? I won't do that, but like... Reply in kind could be fun.
The Sovereign Song twists into images. Duergar changing size, slipping in and out of invisibility, invoking craven divinity. An illusion comes over you. A Duergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
I don't understand this. I couldn't figure out what they meant with
The
it.
Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to
This is
reveal
valuable.
glowing light.
Later.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours.
I'm happy to do
The
this.
circle a service. We will await word.
What magic is this? Let's just do this.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
And then planting spores in a corpse. Let's hope that that's not taken negatively. If it's taken negatively, I'll reload.
We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
Because Spore Warden does something similar. I wonder if there's a special interaction. Yeah, this, how am I to gain this knowledge?
You may not.
Yep.
The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
But then Spore Warden exists. Haste Spore Grenade. I don't understand it. Like, it reads like it hastens them with the haste effect. But... So, like, I don't get the intention.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Heh.
Duergar slashed me.
Consider what you know. Why do I have advantage on this? I mean, I'm not going to succeed, but like, why do I have advantage? Because of the previous... because of the successful check, I get advantage here.
Like dwarves, Duergar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
I'm just going to get the antidote.
Not.
You're not going anywhere. Heh. There could be stuff worth grabbing here. I should probably talk to the Fat Sovereign. Forget Glut. Acorn Truffle is worth grabbing. For some reason I can grab this one without them complaining. In there, I believe there is useful stuff. I need to talk to them soon. I'll talk to the Rothe, though. Ooh, but before I go...
But my magic. That's curious.
Let's get going.
What is curious? Something in there, probably?
Something's on my mind.
Want Master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
I'm gonna talk to... Oh, Dareth Bonecloak. Glut. She's relevant. I'll talk to her.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in.
Just to
Dwarf.
trigger the quest.
Balin's his name.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Need some help finding him.
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Alright.
Where are you? Ahead.
I need to talk to him eventually.
Flesh
And I'm forced to talk here.
tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
Yeah, see, my home is wherever I travel.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwergar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot. I mean to join you.
My previous playthrough didn't have him with me for this fight. Very well.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
I have no interest in abusing it, but there are, like, some wild bugs that at least used to exist that you could abuse with him to have, like, an infinite supply of summon creatures. Like, well, not summons, but you could, like, take advantage of... He creates a temporary creature that you control, and then you kill him, you bring him back, and there was some weird loop you could do to get an infinite supply of, like, controlled folks using animating spores. Only affect one target at a time. Level 5.
Silence. I am breathing.
This guy has very basic attacks. Doesn't have weapons or anything.
Nice and quiet now.
Like, there was stuff about you could abuse this stuff.
Path lies before me.
I'm also not going to side with Glut for
Camel. Looks abandoned.
preemptive information. I'm not siding with Glut because he's just kind of a rude dude. So, this time I'm actually going to take advantage of the perception check. I should be able to see them, right? Yeah. Dwergar, slave hunter, ambushing stance. I think this is the guy I want to kill if I can. The issue is... Okay.
What? Gek? Got someone sneaking up on us?
I could try to talk. I know there's information you can get out of them. Like, oh, the boots belong to blank and stuff, but, like, frankly, I'm not that interested. Yeah, why not? Absolutely blasted him into the corner. Up a box. Which actually would benefit him, but whatever.
Coming through.
Everyone's in combat? Karlak is not.
Thanks.
I could go... I want to take advantage of that weird angle. Move there, jump right there.
Go on.
Okay. Give me her turn.
Right, Karlak.
Give me her turn. Yeah, I can't reach it because it's busted. They're gonna be hard to kill.
Over there.
This is, I think, a decent place to position her.
This is my time. Battle of wits.
I'm just gonna... This guy has a lot of strength. He's basically just gonna be positioned there.
Fools these mortals be.
Ooh, perfect roll on that.
I won't give in.
I could bless. Do I need to? No.
Light on my feet.
He's gonna... One of them turns invisible. I actually kind of hope he gets beat up a bit. Like, if he gets low HP and he doesn't heal, it might be beneficial.
Die, so your carcass can rise.
Die so your carcass can rise. Because they are a necromancer, I believe.
I've got it.
Yeah, I'd take damage if I jumped. If I hit... If I hit, I will rage. I didn't hit. I should probably still rage. And just hope it doesn't wear out preemptively. He's going to dash so that I can have the sea invisibility. That's gonna push onto him, but if I do this...
Nothing important is ever easy.
This fight's somehow much easier than my previous go-around. I could do it. Should I? No. Because they're not that dangerous. And like... If I don't let them get beat up a bit... Oh, they must be prone. This doesn't knock prone? Yeah. Interesting. That's so... limited. Ooh, there's an invisible guy chasing, apparently. I kind of want him to get beat up. It's kind of why I'm doing it this way. I still need to trigger his quest, I think, for it to be relevant. Because I don't think I will get any experience if he dies here. So I don't want him to die here.
No time to waste.
I could have done that. Too late. That was just a bad turn.
This is gonna feel good.
Okay, she is still raged, which is good. Anyway, I'm gonna let them trigger attacks so that I can position her in a safe location. They already lost their stuff, so he's dead. I mean, like... It's totally worth it to do it this way. Why does this guy get 2 attacks with the mic and it doesn't? What?
Time to push my luck again.
But doing it this way, letting it spawn stuff instead of trying to kill it before he can, is totally valuable. Come on, good hit, good hit. So I need to kill him now. And there's 2 people that are invisible, but I have the invisibility on Gale. What? What is his pathing? Let's just let it happen. It's not really much of an issue. So that guy down there shouldn't be invisible anymore. 52 HP. He's gonna punch this guy. He could get a new spore. Not a strong new spore though. I don't want him to die, because I don't think I'll get experience for him if he dies. This guy's just here. This guy dying is a non-issue. He shouldn't die that easily. Shoot, blasting him's gonna launch him off the map. I need to beat him up first. That should be plenty. I need to get him into a position where he can blast. He's not gonna be able to blast from there. Maybe he can get it from here. This will kill him, probably. Because even if it doesn't, it'll launch him and he'll take fall damage. Lightning charge shouldn't... Fall damage shouldn't proc lightning charge. That doesn't make any sense. What is he trying to aim at? Why can't he aim? Oh, he's blinded, that's why. That's reasonable. Okay, this guy's just gonna punch a guy. It's weird that the corpses are temporarily hostile for some reason. Okay, please don't miss. Can he shove? He can't even shove. He's actually like so weak. I really don't want him to die. Please just don't die. Triggering this might be a bigger issue, but like... If they don't chase him down, if they attack other people... He's just going around there, I assume? Nope, he's finally visible. Just, yes, good. I was hoping they wouldn't focus on him. The fact that he's a weaker fighter than his, like, level 5 reanimated corpse says a lot about why his, why he failed as a sovereign, huh? So this one has fortitude still. First one kill, second one finished. She can jump. She could take fall damage. Just jump from where you are. I really do enjoy the mobility of this game. Like, there's so much mobility provided by the jump, even if it's way too convenient. Like, it being a bonus action is a bit much, but... What was that second attack? Oh, it just really lagged, and he crit failed twice.
Well, so much for peace.
Do something, please. He's finally attacking after everyone else is dead. No, you're gone. Get close and just blast them. She'll go down and then just jump at him. He only has 44 HP.
The last board is set.
Do I do this? Yes, I do. This guy's actually, like, useful. It's wonderful. He's so much more useful than Glut. That was his third one in a row.
Still on my feet.
60%. 45. But higher chance of actually killing. Cutting words just to finish him off? Sure. Except I missed. I got a 1 and a 2 on the Sacred Flame. Ooh, that's a bad roll. Anyway, you're dead weight. You're gonna try to usurp a guy. And then you're gonna lose.
No one stopped me yet.
The fanfare. The tumor is excised. The Dwergar are dead. Here, I break ground. From the dark will a mighty circle rise. My song will fill the grotto. Death Doer. The grotto may sustain but one sovereign. In the age of Glut, there may be no spore.
You'd have to really be evil to even side with him, because it's like, he doesn't have a strong argument for it. I know he has an argument, but I'll have no part of this. This is the biggest reason that I'm like, why would you ever side with him unless you're actively just evil?
Its delicate harmonies turn to scrapes and scratches.
Because like he thinks he deserves it. And the moment you decide not to help him, he just turns on you. Except now he suddenly has 70 HP.
This is my time.
Disadvantage.
I'm heating up.
Okay. But he gets this for free because that's fine. But, I'm gonna rest soon. I'm just gonna finish that guy off. The crit. That's why I did this, even if I don't strictly need to.
Blood comes easy these days.
I could force tunnel up to here. No, I couldn't. I could force tunnel to here, which would shove him down. I'm gonna rest soon, so I think that's actually worth trying out. Except I just can't do anything. If I move here, can I force tunnel there? I love it. That's really good. That's so good.
Can't always be a gentleman.
Is he weak to fire? Yes.
Dance macabre.
It could kill him if it gets a good roll.
Blood's ambition comes full circle. From foolish inception to foolish demise.
A sovereign with no subjects. Glut won't be mourned.
Glut won't be mourned. Brutal. Blood smeared logbook. Just a ledger. Not useful.
On my feet.
Shattered Dwergar. Executed Deep Gnome.
Just thrive in a lake this dismal.
This is relevant, but I'm not even going to touch it because I have no reason to yet. This goes to the second zone. Which, the second zone, there's no reason to rush to it. Oh, I actually need to sort out these items. So, I want to equip that on my character because I'm self-centered. These I wanted to give to him. This is probably just a safer item. Because that Woad Strike is useful, but it's so... It's fun though. It's way more fun. I could give it to him. Yes, I was gonna swap this in here and give this to her, potentially. Slightly worse damage, but the effect is better, and this effect is actually probably better. The jump damage is probably more useful, but what I think makes it slightly better is I'm not gonna accidentally thunder jump my team, which thunder jumping your team is a pain. So not having to worry about that is nice.
No time to rest.
I have better spell DC using this, which is not the be-all end-all. But I get a spell. Fun. It doesn't consume, it's a once per long rest, which is useful. I need to sort all this junk. Okay. Let's banish the weapon attacks that I'm never going to use. Sort this out. Special ones. I'm going to put this there. And remove that. Sure. That functions. I might just be able to remove those. That might be a bigger issue, so I'm going to hide them. There. That's my current
At least things have stayed
bar.
interesting.
Gek Cole has the antidote. Pick up. Send that to him. See, this is situationally good. Deals additional damage to plants, insects, and small creatures. It's cool. Is it useful? I don't know. But it's because gnomes are small, so he can kill them more easily. Yeah, warnings of Dwergar prowling around the area.
Take that.
Came a bit late.
Open up.
Do I have a teleporter? I do. Good.
That might be worth a look.
Well-stitched satchel. That's cool. I already checked that. I'm just gonna go save. I'm gonna go save the gnome. I'm just gonna go save her now, and then run back down here later. I have way too much stuff. I need to equip this on someone. Does he have it? He has a useful-ish one. He does not. Let's give it to him. Like, it's more useful if you can cast Magic Missile yourself. But I just don't feel like using Magic Missile because it's kind of...
Never a dull moment.
It's the best, like, guaranteed damage for so much that's, like, choosing not to use it is straightforward. These are all situational.
What to do?
My spell attack and DC.
Seek and you shall find me.
Oh, that's my cleric.
So that's
Plus 10 spell attack. 16 DC is pretty good. Why is it a plus 10 to my spell attack? It should be 4 from charisma, 3 from proficiency, bringing it to 7, and then I have 3 more. Because like 7 makes sense. Oh, cool. 7 makes a lot of sense. 4, 3 makes sense.
No one back home will ever believe this.
16 makes sense. 4, 3, 1. Why is it 10? Because, like, this plus 2. Sort of. Wait, yeah, why is it that plus 2? Intelligence proficiency. On top, so 7, yeah. 8 base plus 4 plus 7. So 7, yeah. 4 and 3, 7. Shouldn't this be 8?
No, never mind.
Because I have 4 charisma, 3 proficiency, 1 from the enchantment. 10 doesn't seem right. And I should have a -1 from this. Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Let's move.
Maybe I'm just misunderstanding something basic. Okay, I want to go here first. Over here. Then I'll clear up this area. The most important area is here. The reason that's the most important area is because that's where the cool club is. Once I have that club, I'll have the highest... I'll have such high stats overall. I don't know what this is. Like, I did grab into it. I didn't get anything from it. I got, like, there's like a tentacle monster deep in it, or something is what it seems like. There's something that shows up there.
Something over there.
That's curious.
So they at least animate the digging. I think it's in the Underdark where I dig a tunnel and then the chest showed up way over there. Sort of distance. Not this one necessarily, but I think it's in the Underdark, so if it happens again, then it's a consistent issue. Though it being an issue is kind of politely overstating it because it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't grab that. You have to jump down. It's not even worth the time, in my opinion, because it sells for 30. If it was 300 gold, I would absolutely do it, but it's not, so I won't. Oh yeah, this area. Because coming down from here, you go through this zone much more readily, and it's a very different experience compared to entering from here and going straight to the friendly Myconid colony. It's a very different entry experience.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Inspect the holes.
You recognize the odor.
Carrion crawlers.
The foul scent of carrion crawlers. Centipede-like aberrations that feast on the dead. At one time, these caverns must have been their banquet hall. The creatures are either long gone or waiting patiently in the darkness.
There's actually a different... You can reach into a different hole if you're a shorter creature.
And bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep.
And you know what that means? Disguise self as a short race. I don't know if dwarves are short, so I think it should count.
The wall is riddled with... The passage narrows and bends. You're shoulder deep when your fingers brush against a fleshy tentacle. You flinch, but the tentacle is limp and cold. You push it aside and retrieve something loose, lying beneath.
It's a pretty good default dwarf, huh? Nest egg. A topaz. So I just got a 60 gold topaz. Not that valuable. In that if I missed it, it wouldn't be that bad. That was interesting though. I kind of wish I could just default to this being wider. Because like when this is active, it's 2 more spaces. I wish I could just have it extend a little further. Maybe there's a setting somewhere. Okay, so that's the end of this. I have looting in this central zone. The diary is worth reading, if I could actually point at it. Wulbren. The author wonders if you'll ever see his friend Barkus again, now that he's departed for the surface world. That's relevant.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Not super relevant, but it is indeed relevant. Because Wulbren... No, or Barkus was the one you meet on the windmill. Because up on the windmill you save him.
Anything of use?
Or you can just leave him, but I saved him. And he's surprisingly relevant long term.
Let's see.
And by relevant, I mostly just mean like you could probably go through the game without him. But he's not just a generic random person you save. He is relevant. Okay, the reincarnated ones. Reanimated corpses probably don't have much. Okay, so that's it for here. There is another layer up here to explore. And then there's another layer there. This is where I just was. Bunch of dead Dwergar. Oh yeah, this one's funny. I've never used it, but I always just give it to her. By always, I mean that this is literally the second time I've gotten it. I just gave it to her. She never used it all game, but she could. Because she resists fire. And she has a lot of HP. That one's neat. It's probably really good, really useful for a, like, assassination, sneak attack focused rogue. Melee specifically, obviously. With all the limitations. Oh, this is where how I got here in my previous playthrough. Jumping from there down to here. Or jumping from here. Jump from here down to here is how I got here from the other entry point. This is also, I think, a place where I got harassed by the bullet. The bullet is relative. I should actually not save those. I need to long rest soon. Relatively speaking, I don't need to long rest, but she is out of rage charges, and I think that's a long rest.
Still alive, so that's progress.
So
Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
Yeah, I'm full. And again, just throw everything into the camp. The myconid flesh is really heavy. I have the ropes because supposedly there might be things. Interactions where if you have ropes you can use them. I've yet to see any, but I don't need these antidotes. Or at least this many, but I'm just going to put on my character just so that I have it on somebody.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I don't think there's anything over here. Okay, yes, just you can get up here or go the other direction. If you so choose.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. With haste.
So I'm just going to get basically here and then not enter there yet because it will explode. I could make my way through slowly, but I don't think it's worth it. I just want the loot. I could shoot it all gradually. There might be a few things I can pick up. This is useful. This is where I fought the bullet. Because it's actually kind of nice. But I don't... Idiot. Stand further away, please.
The pride of the gate.
Is that blood?
Just disconnect
No, never mind.
and make my way through.
Need to find a way forward.
Because now it's all gone, it's easy to deal with. It's an okay place to fight the bullet. Not the best, but there's definitely better.
Always room for more.
But it's certainly a relatively safe place to fight the bullet. Ah, free tin mask spores. Except I didn't get the spores. Maybe because it blew up and it's just not updating properly. Okay, I'm saving here because last time I jumped across this is where I got charged by the bullet. Which actually I had access to it from another direction, but That save is sketchy. I just want the bullet to show up. There it is. So what I did is basically go here, flee a bit, get across here because I think they show up on that side. They can then jump across just fine.
To new horizons.
Like, you're not safe, and if you get launched... Okay, he's gonna get blasted and fall into the pit.
The pride of the gate.
I'd love to, thanks.
Should be fine, though. I'm pretty sure it pops out up here. She will... bless. And then hopefully not get... I'm actually gonna play it safe. Safe-er. Yeah, they show up here. Far enough away that they're not too much of a threat. Doesn't matter what I pick. Hex it. Blast it. Do I have any debuffs?
Where do I go from here?
I don't have Bane, and it would be concentration anyway. I might send this acid arrow at it. Vicious Mockery wouldn't be terrible. I could... water. And then... I can't lightning bolt because there's no ground. Doesn't actually make any sense, but... I'm just going to... He's going to just do this. And then scoot. Scoot.
Now this is my happy
I might have her fight it there, but I'm going to wait for it to jump.
Battle favors the
I'm just going to accept the blast. Look at that damage. And it actually knocked it back somehow. And then just move further back. Because basically, it triggers here. I have a little bit of a bonus advantage for the fight of it has to cross this to attack me. So I'm relatively safe fighting it. Because it will have to jump across to get to me. Which, like, it's very dangerous, the leap. It does a lot of damage and stuff, but it's not directly that threatening. Let's just portent it. I'm gonna reckless anyway, but...
No holding back.
Yeah, that damage is obscene. Did I get 2 crits? No, I got 1 crit, but it showed the critical number twice because it shows the number, I think, when this hits. Because the roll for the lightning damage also gets the crit damage. Though, here it's showing damage roll 8, 2d10 force, but that's definitely not what that's supposed to be. This should be the roll for the lightning damage, which is, I think, 1d6, I believe. Okay, it is 1d8. So it should be 2d8 lightning, is what that roll is. But it worked out. And it knocked it back, which is useful. Because... You know what I should do? Let's just use a spell. Then he can't move. I want a level 1 spell. I don't have any offensive level 1 spells.
No one stopped me yet.
Didn't need all those spells. Felt like I should use it. This is situational. It's interesting though.
Hey, good looking.
Situational because it's just worse armor. Like Wrath gives +1 to attack. Oh, +1 to damage with melee weapons. But it's so much squishier. So this would be 3-5. I'd be at 15 AC. Whereas I'm at 17. It's two. The AC of 2 is a fairly major difference. Not huge, but it's enough that I don't think it's worth it.
No time to rest.
With my current setup. I bet if you fully spec'd into like building around, if you just built around
Time to get going.
Using unarmored defense, it would be great. It's a free 1 damage on melee attacks. Not bad. But it just doesn't feel...
I'll take that.
If you want them... If you want your barbarian to be frontlining, I think it works better to have more AC and focus the amount of emphasis, the amount of effort you'd have to put into specifically saving, into stacking unarmored defense to match medium armor is a lot of investment. Okay, I'm gonna save the kid, the gnome. The level 1 gnome. With fancy boots, by the way. Give her the antidote. It's nice having a party that fully approves of every positive action you take.
Ah, gods. Whatever that is,
What do you think it is?
Why are you helping me?
Does there have to be a reason?
Down here? Tends to be. But I'm nearly good to get on my feet. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
You're in no condition to help anyone.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
What was this expedition your clan were on? What are the Dwergar digging for? What are they digging for?
Some dusty temple. It doesn't matter. They'll work my clan to death before they ever get near it.
The temple is actually pretty cool. What was the expedition that you were on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well.
Failed the insight.
Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while. I swear.
Not failing the insight would be nice. But I failed it, so I did. Alright, I'll free your people if I can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Boots. Come on, let me click. Let me click. Come on, please move. There. Boots of speed. These are actually not bad. They're not the best, but it's you use a bonus action and it gives it's bonus action dash. And they have disadvantage on opportunity attacks. It's basically just a better dash that is a bonus action. Which I mean she's relatively bonus action heavy. But I just put it on her because I think it's nice. Bonus action, though that precludes you from jumping. So you can't click heals and jump. But it means that I think you can jump is great. But I think if there's a situation where you can jump to get to the enemy and attack them, then you're fine without dashing. But most of the time, if you can dash, you can reach them. Like, dash or jump one of them to reach them is functional.
How much farther can I go?
Oh, I need to talk to Spa.
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon.
The Dwergar are slain. The rot has been purged.
The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Will not approving is interesting.
A new harmony. Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your reward. But before this, I have another boon to ask of you. You have cut out the Dwergar blight, but not its source.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow striding among Myconid dead.
Near. This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
My, this sovereign likes to delegate.
Consider it done. I will bring their head. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's the most basic answer, but
Beyond the lake. Bring him death and return.
I actually mention
Peacebringer.
I have slain the creature named called Glut. It was scheming to slaughter your circle.
You are one with Spore. Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The songs we sing now carry your spirit. I first named you Peacebringer. I now name you Kin Spirit.
Yes, but I have bliss spores, which are neat, but I'm about to long rest anyway, so maybe if I walk close enough it triggers? No, I don't know what gives it. Oh well. It's not going to last long because I'm about to long rest. I'm not that close to long resting, but I'm going to long rest very soon. But before I go there, I have to explore this area. And I have to save her friend. I think it was husband, but... This is relevant. It's not that relevant, but it is relevant.
Proudly announces this book to be Flumph Mating Rituals.
Investigation. I really should just full rest to get rid of Bloodless, but... Look at this. 7 to 15. Wonderful.
The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions written in a spare hand. The secret to forging adamantine.
I'm just gonna show it for a second.
Keeping the old turnip.
It's not relevant yet.
There's mention here of an adamantine forge. Such would be a rare and valuable find indeed.
It's relevant long term, but not yet. I pressed U. What does the button U do? Shroud and Shadowed is action to go invisible. That actually is funny looking. I just don't like the look of... Basically, most helmets look kind of bad.
Don't mind if I do.
Deformed chair.
Not over, then through.
Bunch of junk. I think it'd be interesting to play the game with an like a alchemy centric, like actually heavily using all these various bonuses, like things that you can make, but it mostly just feels kind of unnecessary most of the time. On hard or easier than that, like if I could explicitly like farm this stuff, then sure, it would feel more useful. But it's limited. Why is his corpse here? That's kind of twisted. Yeah. I could try to save them. I don't feel like doing it yet. I'm gonna deal with... I'm gonna take a long rest. Then I'm gonna deal with the encounter here. And then go to the Arcane Tower. The waste of the Bliss Spores is kind of a shame, but... Oh yeah. I swapped to this because I had it. Will this let me sleep? Who wants to talk? Gale.
Always at your side.
Oh, Gale. He wants to talk way too much.
Even in such fraught times as these, there's peace to be found in the stillness as evening draws in. I used to while away many hours just like these with my companion.
Ooh, I get to learn about his relationship.
She preferred it when we were alone.
Yep.
Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Are you talking about your cat? And this, yes, I remember this interaction.
By a Gerorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat.
They are cats.
She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing
More
you've
smart
never
maybe,
met one.
but they have wings.
Brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. Should be proud to see me keeping such fine company. The savior of those poor tieflings, no less. I've given her precious little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. She has a good heart. She'd recognize the same in your actions here. I'm sure she'd approve of me lending myself to your efforts.
She must be smart to have done all that.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
Need a friend. I like this joke. This joke's good. I'm actually a nymph in disguise.
Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their bathing routines. You, my friend, haven't been near a fresh spring in a 10-day or more. Not that I don't appreciate your...
Gross.
musk. Actually rather like it.
It's weird.
Well, this seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on.
He's absolutely beaten up. I really hope "You're a Wonderful Friend" is clearly taken as, you know, you're a wonderful friend.
Wine is to wit as meat is to... oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then.
It's a really
Proving
good
your
line
point.
that I
Perhaps
can't
better
bloody
leave it at
remember
that.
it.
My ineloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go, enjoy your evening. Nothing better for the heart than a good night's rest. And mine is gladdened to know I'll have the pleasure of your company again come morning.
Anyway. I assume she has nothing to say ever. And then it's time to rest.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. Contraption. So not only do you have that thing, it's burning up. What does that infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
What's that been like?
Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give
But I
for
think
a
I've
hug.
already fixed
A pat, anything.
the basics of
I've
that.
never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well, can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
I thought I already fixed that part of it. Like, I thought physically, maybe it will.
Hey, soldier.
I'm curious. Yeah, it's weird. 'Cause I fixed the I thought I fixed that part of it. Maybe not. Anyway, not an important part. Oy. Owl bear. It took a while, but he's finally here.
Food. Hungry.
I have food. Would you like it? Everyone approves. That matters. Shadowheart doesn't approve. That's weird. I think she would.
Want bite.
Go ahead, eat.
Food. Eat more.
The hand that feeds is the hand that's loved. It'll never leave your side now.
No. Run.
Afraid of Gale.
I stand corrected.
That was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. Armor of Agathis. That would be kind of nice. Nice, like, chill sleep. Like, keeps the temperature nice and low. I'm checking to see if the owlbear is present. I don't believe it is. So it's time to leave.
Keeping the old turnip.
Yeah, I'm not going to save him yet. I'm going to deal with him later. I'm going to finish today by just looting the outpost and preparing, stopping just before I begin the next element, the encounter outside. Signs of life near the outpost. Intelligent, clearly trying to hide. Still can't find the mysterious shapes. They know how to cover their tracks, possibly drow. The next few entries are too faded to read. Led them south. Rumors of a spectator there. Let the Underdark solve his own problems. No sightings, no sightings. Minth saw statues down south, shaped like drow. Spectators shouldn't do that. Either way, that's one less problem to worry about. Actually, that's important to read. They shouldn't do that, meaning they shouldn't be the thing that petrified it. I was wrong, should have paid more attention to the drow sightings. Should have known they were only a prelude. Stupid to think we had outsmarted them. This will be my last entry. Minth will keep the records from now on. There's loot up there. Can I access it? I can access it from over there, maybe? I don't know.
Soldier.
Could also just do this, probably.
La la la.
Except I can't for some reason. despite the fact that I could clearly get that height. Is there actually a wall there? I think there must be a wall there or something.
Moving ahead.
I have no idea what this is. I mean, I could open the gate, but then I couldn't do anything out there, so I have no reason to open the gate. The camera is so janky. This is where I'll go. There's an encounter right here. Except for some reason I can't see the thing that you encounter, so I don't know what's up with that. I didn't see it in my previous playthrough either, but it feels like the type of thing you should be able to see.
Something good here, I hope.
Skeleton. A key. And notes. This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broken through, Jarrus rallied the last of the initiates and charged forth. For a moment, the cavern shone with Selune's own brilliance. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jarrus bade me stay and hold the gate until his return. Sorry, they didn't hold the gate. Oh yeah, because it is blocked. Maybe I could jump to there. And that's probably illusory.
What's the story?
These are usable for, like... You can use those to, like, trap stuff, but...
Moving it.
Will they let me jump here to there? They won't let me click where I'm trying to click. I'm pretty sure they won't let me, even though there is a clear crack that I should be able to jump through. Hey, they will. Nice. Honestly surprised. But that's, yeah.
Can't give up now.
I figured this was the case.
Alright.
That there was a perception check at that
What to do?
arch right here, so.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What is this perception check that I failed at? It's a 15. Gale succeeded despite having a measly +2. I failed despite having a +7. Rough.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Have to keep going.
Featherfall potion. Not the most useful, but not
Step
useless.
carefully. There's a trap.
Rough. I have a +9 to 12 and I fail a 15. Always rough. Can I open it? No, I can't because I already tried.
Wonder what's past this.
The key was for the gate outside, I assume. Such a useful critical success. 50 gold, really? They really make that 50 gold in an opulent chest? The chest is worth more than the gold. Actually, it probably is worth more than the gold. Oh, not quite. It's only worth 1. Some chests are worth more than that.
Let's get going.
Like, gilded chests are worth a reasonable amount more. I can't open it, can I? Yeah. Helmet of Smiting. Bolstering Smite. When you apply a condition with one of your Smite spells, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Charisma. Cool. I wonder if that applies to these. Because these are Smites, but they're not, like...
At least things have stayed interesting.
It's clearly a Paladin helmet. I just don't know if...
Hey, good looking.
If a functional like, if it only functions with Paladin Smites.
Shouldn't have wished to live
Like,
in
it
more
probably
interesting
should
times.
only apply to Paladin
Gods
Smites,
watching
but
me.
it might not. I mean, aesthetically, it should only apply to Paladin Smites. Mechanically, maybe it shouldn't. like the charisma component is also why I think it's likely why it's meant as a paladin item.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
All this stuff I could take and then sell, but okay, I think I might have missed something, but I think I've cleared enough of this area. This is the next encounter near all these petrified drow. It's a fairly interesting encounter, in my opinion. I think it's just like there's other ways I could get here to get to the arcane tower, but I think this is going to be the smoothest way. So, yeah, I'll finish today with the encounter.
Have to keep going.
Right here is where it triggered previously, so I don't think it's something that can actually be seen. These idiots blew up the mushroom, but it's fine. So, I'm going to use a level 2 bless to apply it to myself as well. I'm going to quick save. Because if it's a cutscene based thing... God, what a hitbox. What a targeting.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
That's going to blow up. Yeah, it's cutscene, so I'm going to reload, and I'm going to skip through the cutscene quickly, because otherwise the bless will wear out. I blessed, but time passes weirdly here. It's a mess. But I'm also surprised, despite this, it's weird. It's a cool monster. It's not a beholder, but it's pretty darn close. Okay, bless is still full turn. It's nice. Okay. I don't get a turn because it's not my turn. This is useful, actually, because it's fairly safe to hide in there if you want to play it super, I'm going to say cautiously.
Incoming.
But you don't need to. This is actually much easier. It's a much easier fight than I initially thought it was when I first fought it. Because it's only 118 HP. Like, that's not that much. Now, these drow spawn, and they're relatively dangerous, but they're not that dangerous. Fear... I would rather not be feared. The move away, get hit, to move away to use the fear to then move back in is pretty goofy looking. Can I get him? I'm gonna like go here because then I can laser. On this turn, I will rain. And then I have nothing to do.
Allow me to demonstrate.
And then lightning. These guys you don't actually need to kill, but cutting words. Ton of damage. Absolutely fry them all.
On the victor's path.
But keeping what I did my previous run, I had my main character had the dark vision thing that warlocks get. Ooh, I didn't apply my buffs. Oh well. The dark vision warlock that lets you see through darkness, and I left the drow that casts the darkness alive and just hid in the darkness while chipping away at the spectator. Which is not necessary. It was fun. Oh, this broke. Pretty good. But yeah, the spectator's not actually that dangerous.
And worse. What were they doing here?
I'm gonna have to rudely. Oh, that all popped out of that I broke. I'm gonna loot them, then I'm gonna transform into a drow. This is the important part, actually. That's the important interface.
A dull crystal glowing only faintly.
Arcana with a... I'm gonna be back for a second. Because I need to... It's not gonna matter necessarily for that specific check, but it might matter later. And wisdom. Also, I should loot them all, but use this.
A dull crystal.
Arcana. Yeah, it doesn't change it, obviously, but I have a plus 10. I shouldn't be able to fail, so if I roll a 1, I will reload. There's the reload. Like, I could inspiration it, but I'm, like, morally against... No, morally. I'm, like, against the fundamental, oh, you can fail on a 1 for skill checks. So, you auto-fail. I'm not in favor of auto-fails, auto-succeeds on skill checks.
A dull crystal glowing only faintly.
Because if I have plus 10, I shouldn't be able to fail a DC 10. Like, I also shouldn't be able to succeed a DC 30 if my skill is a -3. Like, it goes both ways.
You heard its like described before. A memory shard.
That's
used
bugged.
to store brief mental impressions from the user's mind.
Arcana. Again, I shouldn't be able to fail this, but...
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported. Somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Yes. Grim Forge.
Forge. The same that Disguised Journal mentioned, surely.
So that's number 2. I have 1 more I need. This is, I think, pretty bad. Yeah. Your next lightning spell or cantrip deals additional lightning damage equal to your remaining lightning charges. Not that useful. Send to camp. This is useful. This. Icy Metal, Icy Helve, and the last... And there's one more that you get somewhere else. You combine the 3 to get something. I need to... Yeah, let's put all that in.
No one stopped me yet.
Spectator. Yeah, this is neat. You get Ray of Fear once per long rest, Wounding Ray once per long rest. It's not bad. I think it's better than what I currently have, because I'm not going to use either anyway, so I might as well have 2 options that I won't use instead of 1 option that I won't use.
You've seen everything.
God, that range was crazy, and it hit... Oh, the gems. I could unparalyze some of these drow, but I'm not going to yet. It might be useful. Ooh, shoot. Would killing the petrified drow give me experience? That's not right. But I wonder if killing them would give me experience.
Attention.
You can't shove petrified stuff? That's not right.
And, well, in it.
Anyway, not important. I could unpetrify one of them. I don't want to. It would probably result in me having to kill them.
What's hiding?
So maybe I could get their loot.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Can I not? Can she move it? Okay, you pick up. That's very spooky. I'm gonna walk into the poison at this rate. I just want to see if I can... I can't. You can't use corpses for that. Kind of lame. I don't need 2 shovels. Also, I do recognize I don't actually need to cover this one up because I can just walk past it. Shovel doesn't work. Will a stone work? I don't know. Oh well.
No time to rest. Be wary. This place is trapped.
So wait, what is trap? Oh yeah, they dropped their backpack onto the vent. Oh, actually, hand crossbows are nice to pick up. I don't get why that caused an explosion when it was this, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Stop standing in the fire. I could use create destroy water. It just repeatedly explodes because it's broken now. I'm gonna take fire damage. Oh well. Just disarm the vent. A DC 30. Not happening. Can't jump out because obviously. Okay, I need something to drop on that.
Looking ahead.
Just move here and do a quick rest.
That hit the spot.
Okay, she needs to drop an item there. Will a skull work? If it doesn't explode again, then that means it worked. But it's probably about to explode. Yep. The gilded chest is worth gold, but...
Still breathing.
Oh, it's...
Despite everything.
So this torch is what kept it exploding? That's kind of fun. There's a perception check. What does she have that she can drop there that I would not miss? I mean, I don't think I'll be able to... This shouldn't stop it. Okay, it didn't. Good. How'd the scale mail not do it? Like, come on, the scale mail should have done it. It's in place. Why is it not doing it? I give up. Let's just brute force. Actually, I could have jumped. I forgot. I forgot that the ultimate strat here is just jump down with Featherfall.
Never a dull moment. But that'll fit in my pack.
If you go down starting this way from the beginning, you probably get attacked by a bullet here. Or boulette. I don't know what the pronunciation is. That's another way down. If I do this, you can jump to the middle and then jump the rest. It's much easier and safer compared to the route I took.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Please, mistress.
Okay, let me swap my characters faster, please. There was some sort of check in this area, I thought, but...
A couple turns should do it.
Loth-sworn drow passed by here, but it seems they never returned. Finders keepers, I say.
Interesting. More basilisk oil. on educating the faithful. I think I've read this myself before. Spider silk cocoon. Yeah, it's not a lot of actually like useful loot here. The chasm creeper is chasm creeper. It's like an item.
Another step forward.
So I'm just gonna get to the arcane tower. I'm not gonna clear the arcane tower today. My goal is simply
Hey, soldier.
to reach the arcane tower. Because the arcane tower is not difficult, but it takes a bit. Because if you want to just sneak through the danger zone,
This is the work of a bullet.
I already killed it.
Land shark.
I do kind of think it'd be fun if there was another one. By fun, I mean absolutely a pest. But right here, I'm not gonna go here yet. I'm gonna come back. There's fake mushrooms. You can jump your way up, and at the top of that is the Underdark entrance. And once you get to the top, you unlock this, which is a fairy circle, I think is what they're called. And that lets you go to the Underdark and back safely from the entry point in Auntie Ethel's nightmare realm. So the moment I get up here,
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
these are dangerous. They're not actually that dangerous. You can Eldritch Blast them and they stop. But it's really a case of you just go from like here to here, back here, and as long as you're behind them, they don't react. If you're to the side, they have some peripheral vision, but I think if you're behind like 180 degrees, you're fine to move without them noticing you. And to a certain extent, you can bait them into looking in your direction. I don't know what triggers it totally, but you can. And they're not that dangerous as long as you're cautious and you take your time. And since if you have to kind of take your time to get through here if you don't want to blast them. Because I want to try going through without breaking them. They don't actually break, but there's a character at the top of this tower. I didn't encounter them, but there is a character. And they might complain if you break their turrets. So that's for, I can do it slowly, dashing from cover to cover, making my way through. But that will be for next time. I will stop here for today. And yeah, next time I will go through the arcane tower. After I finish the arcane tower, it will be over here. After over here, it's up here. After this upper area, it will be time to go to the second phase of the Underdark. But here's where I'm stopping for today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.